Welcome to our lesson in the rhetorical writing of Martin Luther King Jr.'s letter from Birmingham Jail. Today we will decode how King uses ethos, pathos, and logos to strengthen his argument for justice.
I know the letter is important, but the rhetorical strategies are confusing. Ethos, pathos, logos, what are those?
Yes, let's define these strategies first. First, ethos is credibility in providing proof you know what you're talking about. Pathos is emotional appeal, and logos is logical reasoning.
So MLK used all three?
He didn't just use them, he mastered them. Take a look at your paper. Do you see any phrases that uses ethos?
I see this quote saying, "I have the honor of serving as the president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, an organization operating in every southern state." It seems to be saying he plays an important role in the church.
Yeah, it also sounds like he's working towards the same values as the clergyman.
Yes, that's correct. Martin Luther King incorporated ethos here to explain to the clergyman that he held the same values as them, and he was very qualified in his field to show the importance of the protest he participated in.
So basically what he was trying to say was he, a man with the similar values as the clergyman, was protesting because the values that they uphold were in jeopardy?
Exactly. And this is just one example of MLK using ethos. Now let's move on to pathos.
Yeah, but what about whenever MLK starts citing the violence, such as, "You have seen vicious mobs lynch your mothers and fathers at will and drown your sisters and brothers at whim. When you have seen the hate-filled policemen curse and kick and even kill."
Yes, this is pathos. MLK uses horrific, detailed imagery to make the clergyman have to picture the violence that's being committed.
Yeah, and I think this almost empowers the word weight that MLK uses to almost mock the clergymen in their claim of saying that it was untimely.
Yes, this is correct. MLK attached this imagery to his criticisms in the belief that there is no such thing as a well-timed protest. And this, again, was just one of the many examples of pathos MLK wove into his letter. Now let's move on to logos. Do y'all see any possible examples?
Well, I see a bunch of events like the 1954 Supreme Court decision, the KKK, and the Declaration of Independence. Are these logos?
That's a good start, but those events alone are not logos.
We need to explain these examples just like evidence, right? So like for the 1954 Supreme Court case, it was used to explain how civil disobedience can be a good thing.
And he used the examples of the Ku Klux Klan atrocities to logic the difference in the values of order over justice. He also uses the Declaration of Independence to reason that the Founding Fathers had also participated in civil disobedience and wanted a democracy where we can point out and prevent injustices.
And this also brings everything back to the letter. MLK pointed out at the beginning the clergy's statement about being unwise and untimely, but how can this claim be possible when our country, by design, was meant to have protests and civil disobedience to fight and point out any injustices of people's rights?
Exactly. I think y'all really understand just how powerful rhetorical devices could be, and MLK is a master of this craft. Now, that's all for today. Make sure to remember the great writing doesn't just state a point, it can have the power to move people into action.